Hey beautiful people, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. For today's video, I have, surprise, surprise, a haul for you guys. Your girl been shopping. Not like crazy though, so don't worry, don't worry. I just picked up a couple things. Honestly, a lot of these are necessities, so you're probably not going to be very impressed at all. But I thought I would come here and show you guys my very quick beauty haul. As someone who has been, one, actively trying not to shop for makeup, and two, has been slowly like falling into a very minimalistic beauty routine, which is something that I hope to like talk to you guys about in like a chatty get ready with me or something. But without further ado, I want to get into my baby haul. So let's start with the littlest bag and the least exciting product, and that's from Sephora. So I actually met up with my friends Daphne and Jana. Daphne does have a beauty channel, so I'll make sure to link hers down below. And we met up yesterday at the mall, which we do like, I'd say like twice a year. We either meet up at one of the malls or one of the outlet malls near one of us, because we don't live very close to each other at all. And we just like walk around, do a little bit of shopping. Whether we spend money or not, we like window shop too. So what we really wanted to do was we were hoping that we would have been able to go into the Louis Vuitton store and see the new Louis Vuitton X Pat McGrath collection. But the store that we went to, they don't actually sell the makeup, and it's sold out online. Honestly, it was just for us to see, swatch, have a good time. I'm not buying it. No ma'am, no ma'am. And I'm okay with that. I love Patricia. I would buy her makeup 100 times over as long as it remains at that price point and she does sales. So I don't necessarily feel like I have to buy Louis Vuitton makeup. Like honestly, I didn't feel any kind of way about it. So we were in the mall and we stopped by Sephora. If you know, you know. So right now it is the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. So Sephora has been price matching Ulta where it can. And I think it was the second day, which was Saturday, yes. The product that was on sale was the Benefit Brow Pencil. So I actually picked up 3 of the brow pencils. I wear the shade 5, that is warm black. So I picked up 3 of them. I think I've just decided this is my brow pencil. This is the brow pencil that I love. You know when you find something and you're like, I don't need to try nothing else? That's how I feel about this. I've tried the other things. I've tried the Anastasia brow pencils. I've tried the Ulta Beauty brow pencils. I am actually using one now from Mez Beauty, which is really good, to be honest. And I would definitely get more of these. And I think this one's cheaper. I have to double check. And this is in the shade dark brown. This one I feel like it's nice. It's waxy, like so good. But yeah, when it comes to like brows, you guys know Benefit is the brow brand. And this makes doing my brows quick and easy. It lasts a lot longer than the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. And I can go through one of these every month to 6 weeks, depending on how often I do my makeup. So I bought 3. That's going to last me through the rest of the year. Yay me. Very happy and excited about that. And again, it was like the simplest purchase. Now, before that though, I actually went to the cosmetics company store with another friend of mine. And that's because she was interested in like checking out some of the fragrances. Now, if you don't know what the cosmetics company store is, it is an Estee Lauder outlet. So they sell Estee Lauder, like Estee Lauder owns multiple brands underneath it. So they own Smashbox, they own La Mer, Too Faced, MAC Cosmetics, Bobbi Brown, Tom Ford, Joe Malone, Kilian, all of those brands are owned under the Estee Lauder umbrella. So the store that I go to is actually one of the bigger CCO stores. So they do sell a lot of the high-end brands that not a lot of the other stores sell. So sometimes you will be able to find La Mer and Tom Ford in a CCO. Sometimes you won't. Mine tends to have like the full collection. So we actually went there looking for like fragrances and whatnot, but of course, there's a ton of other stuff. So I picked up what I like to think are necessities. Whew. I don't know why that hurt so much. Anyways, the reason why I wanted to, like, it's not a big haul, so this video is going to be very short. But the reason why I'm like, I want to show you guys is because I'm really proud of, like, honestly, the restraint that I've had in shopping as of late. Like, I don't feel compelled the way I used to. So I'm really proud of where I've come. So first and foremost, I picked up the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. This is the charcoal version. And the reason why I picked this one up is because it was on clearance. Now, when it comes to the CCO, I don't think when I said I said this is that because it is an outlet store, all of the products in there are heavily discounted. So typically the makeup is 40 to 50% off, and the skincare and fragrances are 30% off. Some of the luxury makeup, like I know Tom Ford makeup starts at 30% off. So this is already significantly more discounted than you would find at one, like the actual brand stores, or at like a Neiman Marcus, Macy's, Nordstrom. It's way cheaper to buy it at a CCO than anything else. In addition to the makeup, like that's the baseline. They all start at least 30% off, and then it goes up. In addition to that, there's usually a clearance section where that makeup is either 60% off or 75% off. So you can typically find really good products that they've had in the store for too long. They're ready to get rid of it, 75% off. And during every holiday, they have a additional 10 to 15% off on top of everything else. So it's always like a sale on a sale on a sale on a sale, which is why we were happy to go to them this weekend. It is the Labor Day weekend, so we were like, okay, let's go see what they got. Got my receipt, so I'm gonna tell y'all what each of these cost. Okay. So the original price of this charcoal cleansing balm is $44. It was 75% off, plus I got an extra 15% off because of the Labor Day sale. So the price of this was $9.35 from $44, you guys. Insane. Next up, I purchased the Le Labo, which is another brand that the CCO carries. And this one I never actually see at other stores. So they carry Le Labo at my store. So this is the Le Labo face mask. It is a charcoal face mask. Look at that swirly swirl. Oh, so good. So good. And let's see. And the original price of that face mask was $59. It was also 75% off, and I got the additional 15%. So instead of paying $59, I paid $12.53. The next thing I picked up was a scalp reset foam from Bumble and Bumble. So they do carry hair care brands as well. So they carry Bumble and Bumble and Aveda as their hair care brands. Can't remember any of the other ones. This it's an invigorating micro bubble pre-poo treatment to remove excess oil and buildup. The original price of this is $39. Again, this was 75% off, and the extra 15%. So this ended up being $8.29. Now, the reason I picked this up is because I want to get braids in my hair again soon. And when you have braids, like, washing your hair can be its own thing. So because like this is like a scalp cleanser specifically, I think it'd be really good for me in terms of like getting all of the gunk out when I'm washing my braids. Next up, I picked up makeup wipes. Now, MAC has my absolute favorite makeup wipes. And I know people always say don't use makeup wipes, it's very harsh on your skin. I find these to be very, very, very good and very gentle on the skin. Like the makeup remover that's in these wipes, superb, phenomenal. And even though I don't typically use this on my face, I picked up one because I do have a couple of trips coming up in the next couple weeks. So I wanted to have one of these that I could travel with, so I picked up the travel size one. And this comes with 30 makeup wipes, which is so much for travel. And then I picked up the full size, which comes with 80 makeup wipes. I actually have one that's open and that I'm using right now. So yes, my absolute favorite. And even though I don't use it for like when I'm home, I'll typically just go in with my micellar water and my cleansing balm. I keep these with me because when I swatch, this is what I use to wipe off the swatches. So in terms of pricing, the travel size, the 30 count, the original price of this is $18. It was 50% off with an extra 50% off, with an extra 15% off, sorry. So instead of paying $18, this came up to being $7.64. And the full size one, the original price of this is $32. It was also 50% off with an extra $2.40 off. That's the extra 15% off. So that ended up being $13.60. Not bad. I think that's on par with like what it costs to get like the Neutrogena wipes at the drugstore. And you're getting way more in this. Like that's 80 makeup wipes. And these sheets are pretty large. I think I had one here. Yeah, I was just wiping off my lipstick. So yeah, and very good, very moisturizing, etc., etc. Okay. So in addition to the full-sized Clinique cleansing balm, I ended up picking up this duo. So this is a take the day off cleansing balm duo. So you actually get two of the Clinique the original ones. Let me open this. Oh, okay. This is, I think, smaller than the full size. I think so. I don't know. It says travel exclusive. I think this is smaller than the full size one. Or maybe I'm making that up. So this one, I think, is the full. This one has 4.2 ounces. This one has 3.8 ounces. Anyway, so you get 2 of the 3.8 ounces. This is what the original cleansing balm looks like. Clear, white. This is the OG. So I picked this up because I wanted to use this as a travel cleansing balm. But now I'm thinking it might be too big. But it's a solid. So maybe that works. I think I should be able to travel with this, right? Let me know. And let's see. So this duo, the original price of this was $65.60. It was on clearance, so it was 75% off. Plus you get that additional 15% off. So instead of paying $65.60, this turned out to be $16.40. Not bad for 2, which means each of those came up to about $8 a piece for each cleanser, which is great because one of those cleansers I think is that $44. Okay, and then funsies. So I'm ending on like the Tom Ford products that I picked up at the CCO. So I ended up finding 2 Tom Ford products at on the clearance shelves. Yeah, so you can even find Tom Ford on clearance. So the first one is the liquid lip Luxe Matte. Liquid Lip Luxe Matte lipstick. This is a liquid matte lipstick. The color of this was just so freaking beautiful. Like, and I'll swatch it for you guys. Look how pretty is that? That's such a nice everyday wearable shade. And it's shade Lock. Oh, that smells nice. It smells like vanilla. Okay, so the original price of this liquid lipstick, yes, Tom Ford is pricey, is $62. It was 75% off, plus you get an additional 15. So the price that I paid for this was $13.18. Y'all, if you know, you know how I feel about paying full price for makeup. Okay, and then I got another lipstick from Tom Ford that was on clearance. This is the Lip Color Satin Matte. This is one of their bullet lipsticks. So pretty. And this is in the shade Charmed. Yes, Charmed. And it's like a red, but not a stock red. And that's what like caught me by surprise with this, is how wearable this red seemed. Because some of those reds, they throw me off. Like, they're really bold. I already don't wear a ton of lipstick, so I didn't want anything that was going to be too overpowering. And look at that. It's a really pretty red for, I think, my skin tone that I would feel comfortable wearing. And like I said, this one was on clearance, so 75% off plus the extra 15. The original price was $58, and I paid $12.33. Now, 2 final products. Don't judge me. I bought 2 more quads. Yes, I know, I just did an entire declutter of my Tom Ford quads. So this seems like a very stupid decision. I'm with you. I'm with you there, 100%. But these were so pretty, you guys. I do think, though, that because I brought 2 more into my collection, I should declutter at least 1 more. So maybe I'll go back into my collection and declutter 1 to 2 more quads, just to even the scales, you know what I mean? So the first one that I picked up was Iconic Smoke. It comes in the typical Tom Ford dust sleeve, and this is the new packaging. It does have the TF on the top. The old packaging didn't include that. Let me take off this clear plastic. And these stupid little brushes that nobody uses. Look at that. Oh my god. And the reason I purchased this is for this shimmer here, you guys. When I swatched this baby, so good. So good. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do a video on this. On the 2 of them that I picked up, actually. Because they're so good. And really good for, like, the vibe that I've been that I've had as of late. As you guys know, I've been doing a lot of one and dones, or like one shade and then one matte to buff it out. So like these two quads really spoke to my vibe. So next up we have Ember Bronze, and both of these actually are parts of the same collection that got released. And this is the newer Tom Ford formulation in terms of the mattes. And I think they shimmer, because when I swatched it in store, they had way more punch. Like, so beautiful. So yeah, I think I'm going to do a review doing one look with each of these. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Now, those were actually the most expensive products, and that's what kind of like drove my bill up, okay? So the quads, what I remember, the price going up to $90. I didn't know that they increased again. So these Tom Ford quads are now $95. Why didn't nobody tell me that? So quads are now $95. And the luxe, sometimes the luxury products aren't the same, like 50 or 40% off. So the luxury products are actually 30% off. So Tom Ford is 30% off at the CCO. So it was 30% off, plus I got the additional 15% off. So again, original price $95 with the 30 plus the extra 15, that brought it down to $56.53. That's still a lot for a quad. Still quite a bit for a quad, but I'll take it. I will take it. Now, in addition to that, I did get a free gift. One of the things that I love about the CCU is typically once you spend over like $125, you're going to get some free gifts. And the free gift was the Smashbox palette that was worth $39 and a beauty haul. I ended up giving that to my friend that was with me. She's not a big makeup person. She doesn't have a ton of makeup at all. And I was like, I don't need another warm palette. Girl, go for it. I'm not going to use the Smashbox palette anyway. So I ended up giving her that. But I did end up also getting a little sample. This is an exfoliator from Clinique, because they do also give out little samples as well. And it's been a minute, but they actually gave me some coupons. Like, they used to have a lot of coupons and then they stopped. But apparently the coupons are back. So here is what I got. So apparently National Lipstick Day is sometime. I don't know when it is, but if you spend $75 on your next bleaches, at least $75, you can get 2 free MAC single eyeshadows. I don't need any MAC single shadows. And that's through September 2nd. There's a free sample coupon. A free full-size Bumble and Bumble and Aveda item, or Aveda item, if you spend $50 or more. For full-size item, that's not bad. And get a free lip item. It doesn't have to be lipstick. Free lip item when you spend $75 or more. And both of those are valid until January 2026. So that's a long time. Okay, so that is it. That is my, wait, oh no. My bad. One more thing. So the last thing is going back to my other set of friends that I was telling y'all about. In addition to going to Sephora, they went to the Chanel boutique that was in the mall as well. And they were telling me about the Chanel powder. I don't have a lot of powders in my collection. At least like full face powders. Like, I do have a good set of under eye powders, but my girl Daphne, super rich, super chocolate, super beautiful, she said that she loved this powder. And turns out they did a line extension, which means that they have significantly more shades. If you know, you know, luxury brands have some of the worst shade ranges, unfortunately, but they extended their shade range. So I was like, well, girl, if you like it, I love it. So I actually picked up the Universal Natural Finish Loose Powder from Chanel. And this is in the shade 91, which is a sort of warm golden shade. So it's called Golden Medium Deep, which is exactly how I describe myself. I'm a medium deep complexion with a yellow/golden undertone. You've heard me say it ad nauseum. And this is what I'm like, it's supposed to be really good at just sort of like setting the entire face. And I can't wait to give it a try. It also comes, oh, look at that. I didn't know this. It comes with a powder puff. So you can use that to set the full face. Very excited to try it. And you get a ton of product in this. I was shooketh at the amount of product. So you get 30 grams of product or 1 ounce. So yeah, this is pretty hefty, and it's made in France, in case you care. And like I said, this does come in multiple shades, and they just did a shade extension, so hopefully everyone is able to find their shade. And it is meant to be like somewhat on the translucent side, so I think you can, you know, use multiple shades. And this was $52, which, wait, no, this is my Cheesecake Factory receipt. Don't, hold on. That is not the receipt. Wait, I think they emailed me the receipt. Not me reading off my Cheesecake Factory receipt to you guys, like, that is hilarious. Yes, they emailed me the receipt. So the powder is $58, so I was close. $58 for the powder. And that's it, guys. That's all of the products that I picked up. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my little beauty haul. As you can see, I didn't go crazy. A lot of these are products that I definitely will use to its entirety. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing everything. So if you did, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Leave a comment down below letting me know if there's any specific product that you want me to try or give you guys feedback on once I've used it. And that's it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in my next one. Bye, guys.